Today we're going to talk about 3 tips to help you cultivate kids who are thoughtful. As we grow up as kids, our natural instinct is to think about ourselves. And if we're not careful, we're going to become adults who are only thinking about ourselves. So I love parkour because it helps kids learn to think about other people. They become more aware of their self and their movement, but also about others around them. So here's some tips to help your kids be more thoughtful. My first tip would be demonstrate thoughtful actions. Whether it's while you're driving, whether you're at the community, working, doing community service, going to stores, maybe you're at church, or you're at a club, you're at school, interacting with PTA. Just demonstrate being thoughtful, putting others' needs as important and valuing them, caring for them, saying nice things, being patient when they do rude things. Demonstrating how you want your kids to act is so important. My second tip for encouraging kids who are thoughtful is when you see them being thoughtful, draw attention to it, celebrate it. Maybe they stop and let someone go through the door first. Hey, that was so sweet of you to let them go first. Or maybe they sweep the kitchen after supper. Thank you so much for sweeping. Making sure you're pointing out and making a big deal of when they're being thoughtful. Now, this can be really hard, especially before kids have really learned to be thoughtful, because there's going to be a lot of situations where they're not being thoughtful. And it's so easy to start pointing out, hey, that was rude. Hey, that was rude. But as much as you can, yes, there are times that you need to tell them certain behavior is not okay. But as much as you can, positively pointing out, I love how you did this to help your sister or your brother, or you were really kind to your friend at school. That was so nice. Things like that help build in their mind, this is good. I want to do more of this. Do keep in mind, though, some behavior, even if it's negative, needs to be handled appropriately. But trying to focus on the good when possible is a great way to help your kids develop being thoughtful people. My third tip for helping your kids develop a mindset that's thinking about other people is team challenges. If you haven't done any of our family or team challenges on this YouTube channel, I'm going to encourage you to go back and do some of them. We have a playlist and there's lots of them that you can do. Team challenges put your kids in a situation where maybe they can't use a hand, or they have to hold a cup of water, or something that makes it harder, and they now need to depend upon other people and work together. When you're depending upon other people, you can't just think about me, myself, and I. You have to think about, how could I be more helpful? How can we work towards this common goal? You know, if we can't use our hand, then we may need to compensate by maybe someone else could help to free up someone who can't use their hand, so maybe they could help support them. We have to think about other people. So I love team challenges and how they help kids learn to think about other people in a physical setting, but also they can start thinking about people in an emotional way. For example, when you have a team challenge, it's very common for the type A personalities to rise up and think their way is the best. But if you're on a team, you can't do 3 different ideas. So you have to learn to listen to other people, think through, is everyone being involved in a meaningful way, and really start thinking, how are my actions making someone else feel? So those are my tips for helping your kids learn to be more thoughtful. If you're enjoying these videos, it would mean so much to me if you would subscribe and share it with a friend. It could help.